Hello there, DC Comics fans and all superhero fans in general. It's Archer Mark here. I'm back with another action figure review. And I have another first for my channel. This is the very first time doing a DC Universe 6-inch action figure review. I picked this guy up. This is, of course, the Green Arrow. I really like this character. I feel he's gotten his popularity here's kind of apexed over the past few years. The character was featured very heavily in the Smallville TV series, and now, of course, you have the show Arrow, which now not associated with Smallville, but it's the WB or the CW, which is Warner Brothers channel, and it's a really good show. It's lots of action, some cool character stuff there. But anyway, that's a TV show. We're here to talk about this action figure. I was just kind of looking around. Wasn't planning on picking this up. But I was just making a look through the toy aisles. And I don't buy a lot of superhero figures that much. Just if something in particular catches my eye. I have so much emphasis trying to collect, Star Wars and other lines that I don't concentrate on certain other lines a lot, but if something really catches my eye, I feel I have to pick it up. And this was one of those times. And I'm glad I picked this up because it's a great figure. It's really well done. Okay, you get a better look at that. First, we'll show you the packaging. And here it says DC Universe, and you get cool imagery on the back of the card. You can see some other characters: Superman and Aquaman, and the Flash. Of course, Batman, and we have the Green Lantern. And we'll go down here. This is from the Classics line. This is Green Arrow, of course. Wave 20, Figure 4, geared towards the adult collector, which I would put myself in that category. Okay, go turn it around, and you have a nice full image of the figure on the back. Pretty cool. Some of the other figures you can get in this wave. You have Hawk, Dove, Red Arrow, Green Arrow, of course, the figure we're doing here. Reverse Flash. You have Sinestro, and this figure here, the White Lantern Flash, which was really cool. I almost picked this figure up at one point, but there was I don't feel that paint apps aren't going to be perfect all the time on figures, but you want to look at certain things. And sometimes there's little nicks here and there that I can avoid or I can excuse. But I saw this one. It was the only one of that figure that had a big nick right in the center of the logo, which just would have stood out just so much. So I passed on that figure, and it's the only time I've seen that figure so far. But who knows? Maybe we'll see it again. Not a huge deal. This is part of the. They do this whole collect and connect thing with Mattel does with their figures. Buy all 7, and you can make this guy Necron. That's an evil-looking dude. We'll go right here. You have the statistics. First appearance, More Fun Comics number 73. Real name is Oliver Jonas Queen. Occupation, he's an adventurer. Base of operations, Star City. Special abilities, Master at Archery, Strength, Endurance, Excellent Hand-to-Hand Combat. So pretty cool. And up here you have a little bio that I'm not going to attempt to read right now. There's a lot to read. I tend to fumble over my words sometimes when I try and read this stuff. But I'm going to pause right here to the camera. And if you want to pause the video and read this bio, feel free to do so. Oliver Queen. He was, a thrill seeker. I said I'm not going to read the whole thing. I'll give you a little bit. Thrill seeker, but then was on a desert island and had to learn bow and arrow mastery to survive. He comes back, becomes Green Arrow, wants to fight crime. That's the basic story, Okay, well, that's his bio. So there it is. There's the packaging onto the main reason for the video, of course, is the figure. And just a really, really cool figure. The paint apps, that's one thing I was looking at. The paint apps are just perfect. I didn't see any flaws when I was looking at this before I decided to finally pick it up. And a figure like this, I definitely look at things like that. Really well done, nicely sculpted, and okay. And you can see here a couple different. You have some black, and then a couple different variations of green paint used on this guy. So it's a little bit of a contrast. Really cool. Very cool. Okay. Real quick, I'm going to go over articulation because this guy is packed with articulation. Ball jointed neck, ball hinged shoulders. There's a swivel on the bicep, ball hinged elbows, swivel and hinged wrists. You got swivel waist, and there's that sort of like ab crunch, hinged articulation. Right here, you can see sort of the cut in the midsection. Hinged hips, swivels on the thigh area here. Ball hinged knees, and there are ball hinged ankles. So tons of accessories. Tons of articulation. Excuse me. So you can get him in some really great poses. It's really, really nicely done. So they definitely did good on the articulation. And you see all these little details, little pouches. He's got this strap here with a little pouch. Puts, I don't know, whatever he carries in there. I'll show you. Now you have this on either side of the gloves. You have little sculpted in little extra arrows for maybe a crossbow. Sometimes Green Arrow uses a crossbow as opposed to the full-on bow and arrow, which I think what these arrows are meant for. So that's cool, little attention to detail there. Nice hood and the beard, the mustache, very trademark, very classic for this character. You have sculpted to his back is a quiver of extra arrows. They're not removable, but not a big deal. It'd be nice if there were a couple of removable arrows, but still really good. The quiver itself isn't removable, I don't believe, but you do have this strap here, which has some flexibility to it, so it doesn't hinder the articulation. You can move the guy around. Okay. The one accessory he does have is this green bow and arrow. So he is Green Arrow, so it makes sense that he would come with a green bow and arrow. Now, this arrow here that it's attached, it's fixed to the bow and the bowstring. It's not removable. It's just permanently attached. It'd be nice if they were removable, but this keeps it from losing an accessory, I guess. But still really nice. He holds it real well in this hand. This hand is obviously molded as sort of like a string plucking hold. It's just you see it right there. It's just kind of just fixed in that pose there. That it's not movable or anything like that. But it looks really good. Displays real nice. Like I said, the bow and arrow looks good. That's probably the only drawback I would think of is that it'd be nice if there were a couple extra arrows that you could put in and out. Other than that, it's a great figure. Like I've been talking about, the paint apps are really well done. The articulation is amazing, I think. The one accessory is pretty cool. It's well sculpted, fits in the hand, not overly detailed, but it's sculpted nice. It fits really well in this hand. And again, with that and the molding of the other hand and the articulation, you can get some really nice poses. And I think if you have a bunch of other heroes, it'll look really good in a display on a shelf or anything. So I would definitely recommend this figure if you see him in stores. Certainly, if you're a fan of the character, it's a great Green Arrow, and you don't have a good Green Arrow, this is a great option for a great Green Arrow figure if you're looking for one. So there's the review. DC Universe 6-inch Classic Series Wave 20, the Green Arrow, aka Oliver Queen. So very cool figure. Definitely recommended. And until my next video, as usual, please comment, rate, subscribe. Always enjoy your feedback. And until my next video, so long and take care.